Hello, this is Salamander Ninja here, going to do a playthrough of one of my favourite games of all time, maybe my absolute favourite game of all time, Final Fantasy VIII. Now in 1999 that was a ridiculously impressive cutscenes really, or well that was and all the rest of the game. Because in comparison to Final Fantasy VII, that is absolutely enormously better. Cutscenes in Final Fantasy VII are really incredibly bad, considering it only came out about a year and a half before this one. It is a bit strange how the scar which Squall gets in his forehead is like never mentioned at all by anyone. I mean, it is a very like badass scar, but it doesn't look bad or anything. But it's strange that just no one mentions it. In comparison to say Harry Potter, which is a tiny scar on his forehead, which you can't even see because it's covered by his hair and stuff, and that's constantly mentioned. Whereas this isn't mentioned once. Well, actually it said Scar there, but yeah, like by none of the characters who actually know who he is. Like you'd expect, say, Quistis to maybe mention it. I mean, right now you can't actually see it because he's got bandages on, but well, yeah. But maybe at some point later. Or by Zell, or by Cypher, albeit Cypher hates him, so probably not. Like, fucking hell, you got a massive scar on your forehead, and you didn't have that before. Also, since that happened this morning, and we go into a fire cavern today, isn't that a bit soon? Considering it just got a massive slash in his forehead. Not forehead, face. This is on an emulator, so it does look somewhat better than it would normally. Mainly, it's just a difference in resolution. It doesn't, of course, doesn't make much of a difference to any of the background things, which are just, well, yeah. I mean, this game and in Fire VIII and in Fire VIII, pretty much what you're doing is your 3D models running on pictures. Also, quite a lot of times in the game, the direction which you're pointing or on the controller really doesn't correspond at all to what the direction that you actually go. You press down and you go sort of to the right. Cypher really got off incredibly lightly. There, sort of, you know, slashed me on the face, permanently scarred me on the face, and don't do it again. Sit down here, go get Quetzalcoatl, however the hell you pronounce that, and Shiva. Pretty much not actually going to be using GFs in this, but, well, other than equipping them and getting abilities. Do need to be getting one of Quetzalcoatl's abilities, particularly, very early. And I'm also going to be skipping every tutorial in the game, because need to make sure to actually, well, I'll do it now I suppose. GF, Quetzalcoatl, card, yep, and then Shiva, Ice Magic Refine. I'm not sure she really should be doing that. I mean, she does have a, like, she's not a very professional instructor, but it sort of seems to defeat the purpose of a test if the instructor goes with you and helps you win the fight. And this is an example. Pushing down makes me go that way. Pushing up makes me go that way. Right, left. Yeah, not quite in the directions that they are actually going from the screen. Like this is down. I'm not sure whether or not helping Selfie or not actually has any effect on dialogue later in the game. It certainly doesn't have an effect on anything else really, as far as I'm aware, but I don't know if it actually does anything regarding dialogue. I'm not sure if they've ever even played it without showing Selfie around. Gonna get these cards, not gonna play until I get after getting back from the Fire Cavern. Because, well, the cards that you're given here are pretty awful. You could win games against like probably one person in the entire game who actually has bad enough cards for you to possibly win, but your chance of actually winning pretty massively increases once you've got the Ifrit card. And then, well, even then, just with the base cards and Ifrit card, you can, and then you can at least beat that jogger who you saw for a fraction of a second there, and get the mini-mod card, and then, well, yeah, then it suddenly spirals into being able to beat everyone, because then you've got half-decent cards. for some reason later in the game, this menu here loses the ability to actually teleport you anywhere. Like here, I'm not going to do it right now because this is just showing not Chris, this is showing Selfie the sort of the board, but you can use this to like teleport directly outside of these things, and later on in the game it just stops being able to do that for some reason. Along with the save point that's right next to here, that's right now it is there and you can save at, and later on in the game it just vanishes. That one there, it just vanishes. I'm not sure it's ever said actually why Selfie transferred to Balam Garden from Trabia. No, can't remember. I'm going to be using these draw points, the ones on the world. Of course, this wouldn't be quite as important as, say, island closest to hell or heaven or whatever, but still certainly has some use. Not going to be using draw at any other point. One of the biggest complaints that's made about Fire Fantasy VIII is that you need to draw constantly. People saying it's like the draw system, when it's actually obviously the junction system. But really, you don't have to draw ever. Drawing is actually a pretty awful way of getting magic, as I will show later when I actually get magic, a huge amount of magic really easily without ever drawing. I'm going to be drawing, I think, 6 times in battle in the entire game, because I'm not actually going to be ever using it other than to get GS. Fire Cavern over there. I wonder if we can get there without getting any random battles. Damn it. I got quite close. I'm not actually sure what is the cause of R1 doing more damage, because well, the barrel goes directly into the blade. Oh, whoops, I pressed R2. That shouldn't make any difference, but yeah. Because now, of course, R2, well, it is the trigger button. Yeah, I'm not sure what the cause of that is, because, yeah, the blade, or the barrel of the thing on the gun blade, goes directly into the blade, and so, well, I'm pretty sure you're not actually firing a gun. People have suggested it's because the barrel vibrates, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I've actually junction Shiva to Christus. Not that, well, Shiva's less important than Quetzalcoatl right now, because right now the main thing is making sure that you get a card learnt. Not for card itself, of course. Card itself is awful, and I never use it. But for card mod, don't need this. Okay, now I will explain the absolutely ridiculous system which this is based on. So, like, this is the first thing as far as determining what seed rank you get when you first start, or when you first get seed ranks, what it's like set to. Not as very important. Money's really not an issue in this game at all. It's barely useful. Plus later on in the game there's an infinite money glitch, or not really a glitch, more of like an exploit. But and so when you first get given your like seed ranking, you have this judgment score, and your judgment score is totally based on the fire cavern. And what it's based on is how much time you have left when the final battle ends, not like how low the time is, because it's supposed to be like your judgment for how long it's going to take you to complete this part. But the thing is, it doesn't really make any sense, because you can set yourself to 10 minutes and then you want to be slower. So I'm going to run around a little bit just to get the time down. Also, it's a really, really weird scale. Like, the top 3 are all within the first minute. 3 minutes to 10 minutes is all the same bracket, and then it goes down in increments of 1 minute again. It's like a really just strange scale which they've used, where everything's bunched up at the beginning and the end, and the middle is just like this massive void where you get 50 points out of 100. So I'm going to go over to the right and the left and get some draw points, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother. No, wait, is there even one on? Maybe, okay, whatever. It might require it can't require move fine. That wouldn't make any sense. There's no way you have siren. Use an ice stat for this, of which I have 0. Check the monster's weakness with scan, which I don't have. So yeah, I might actually break my thing of not using GFs at all in the game, like immediately, because I might actually use Shiva, because I don't have Blizzard or anything. So this battle actually take a while, because bombs have quite a lot of health. Yeah, so I might get a bit closer to the time than I was guessing. Yeah, bombs have quite a lot of health. Those bats don't, and the other things you can buy in this place don't either. Okay, there, one bomb dead. That took like a minute. Yeah, I might actually use Shiva against Ifrit, because I don't have Blizzard or anything. What you can also do is just wait on the victories, like the battle victory screen sort of thing, which you get after, where you get the items and stuff, because apparently the timer still goes down while you're inside that. But that's a bit boring, sort of just waiting in that screen, waiting for an invisible timer to go down. So might not really do that. Oh god, this better not be bombs. Well, if it is, but it's still not a problem if it is. Okay, if Squall attacks, this should die in 1 hit. Maybe not, but maybe. Yeah, it died in 1 hit. Yes, that's a difficult battle, just one of those things which does no damage even if it does attack you and dies in 1 hit. See, one of the options is 40 minutes. How would this possibly take 40 minutes? Really, 10 minutes is the only vaguely reasonable option. And even 10 minutes is too long unless you get horrendously unlucky with random encounters. And it's not like I've done any grinding, I haven't got Blizzard, I haven't got anything really. I'll actually use Shiva, but I'm not going to use Quetzal, I'm not going to use Fire, that would be stupid. Actually, I need to increase the battle speed. I think right now it's probably on the default of like medium-ish. So yeah, hold select and spam square if I had boost, which I don't, and I'm like, usually people fairly prioritise boost because that's UGS a lot. I'm pretty much not going to get boost for anyone until it just randomly gets it once I've got everything I actually want. Yeah, so that probably is worth it. Ifrit's obviously terrified of Shiva. It's like Pokemon. Although, well, in Pokemon, fire is weak to ice and ice is weak to fire, as far as I remember. So, probably a bad example. See, that's more or less the only use for GFs that I have in this game. Well, again, other than equipping them. But they're good for taking damage. I mean, Eden does a lot of damage later on, but well, then so do overdrives. Overdrives? What the hell? 5 to 10? Yep, limit breaks. I should probably set it to remember my previous choice as well. So yeah, it's like very easy boss, don't really need to heal or anything, and yeah, so I have no idea where the hell 40 minutes would come from. I mean, I can understand picking 20 if you're like really slow at moving and choosing anything, and again, if I set the battle speed higher, this would actually be going quicker, which actually probably would be a bad thing as far as the rank you get. See, now since I've gone under 3 minutes, I will get a higher rank. It might be over now, possibly. Yep. Okay, so there's that timer, it's gone under 2 minutes, and yeah, apparently it just carries on now. You can't see it, and you can't get a game over screen, because you do actually get a game over screen if the timer goes down, even after you've beaten Ifrit, just while he's talking. Apparently you do get game over screen if the time runs out then, but you can't now. And so there's 20 AP, which is important for getting card. Yeah, now the time is gone. So I think I would have gotten 70 points out of 100 or something. So yeah, now I've got the Ifrit card, so I can do some card games when I'm back in the garden. And of course, this game also quite famous for its the monsters that level with you. So really, later on you probably do, because you can get things like strength bonus, magic bonus, HP bonus, whatever, and then you actually do get more powerful relative to some bosses scale weirdly. Like quite often people say Diablos is a lot easier if you use it earlier on. Like the earlier you use it, the easier it is. I'm not sure I entirely agree with that. I think it scales actually pretty much like everything else does, but yeah, you don't particularly want to, like, farming just random monsters for no particular reason other than getting XP is not particularly beneficial. And again, I need to set the battle speed up. I'll do that when I actually remember, hopefully immediately after this battle. So you think this game is pretty much don't use GFs, pretty much don't use magic other than in conjunction with GFs to actually junction to things. Pretty much the best way to do stuff is to just attack with well configured. Yeah, so camera movement say battle cam. I don't even understand what it does. Battle message, yeah, everything to max. And cursor to memory, ATB to active. Sound controller, whatever, yeah, that's good. Yeah, battle camera movement, 150%, 100%. What does that even mean? Does it mean the camera moves around like fucking crazy? Does it means it moves around quickly? Yeah, so there's a pretty see, 2 damage. I have like 500 with absolutely nothing increasing it. I have like 500 health. Why was that thought of as a reasonable amount of damage for it to do? 2. And so now those garden wardens, or whatever they're called, have pissed off, because obviously they're waiting for me and me alone, even though Selfie said she was going to go, and given that I'm going to do Dollet like today, like she pretty much must have done it, even though there was no time for her to do it, unless she did something else, maybe the Fire Cavern. Actually, for that matter, pretty much has to be just me. I mean, there's not multiple Ifrits. No, almost made it again. Glacial Eye. So you can, from this you can draw Blizzard, which like would be useful if you could be bothered for Ifrit. I think you can also draw like scans, and, well, you can draw a scan from like half the enemies in the game, but again, not actually going to draw ever against anything other than bosses for GFs, and that'll be 6 times in the game. Twice this disc, 3 times disc 2, once disc 3. I think. Pretty sure that's right. So yeah, disc 1, it's Siren and Carbuncle, or Carnbuckle, or Carnbuckle, whatever it is. And disc 2, it's Leviathan, Pandemonia, or Pandemona, and Alexander. And disc 3, it is... wait a minute, I'll think of it. I won't think of it. Wait. Eden. Yes, Eden. Yeah. It's a bit weird in this game, like, in this garden, earlier on they have all these screens in between, and later on they take some of them away because they realise, oh, all this running around for, like, no reason, sort of just padding it out a bit. Maybe that's not a good idea. So I'll end this segment here, and next time I will be getting Minimog, getting Quiztis with card games. Maybe just card games.